Hello everyone, welcome to the Star Wars Vault. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to see new Star Wars videos every week.
So I want to talk about something that I have had on my mind for weeks now, and that has to do with the conclusion of the 9-episode saga. We've seen the Rise of Skywalker, which was marketed as the closing chapter to the Skywalker Saga. But is it really? Are we to believe that there will not be sequels to the sequels in the future? Now, I recognize that most likely it will be the end, and we won't have a continuation of any characters that we have seen on screen. But there are things to point to that suggest if Disney were to ever want to go back, they very well could. The main reason that makes me think this is possible is when Rey goes to Tatooine at the end of Episode 9, she buries the Skywalker lightsabers in the sand. Tell me that doesn't leave an opening for someone in the future to stumble upon these iconic weapons and continue on the main story. That alone made me think Disney and Lucasfilm used that as maybe a backup plan for the future in case other projects or storytelling isn't going as planned. Another thing that made me think about this is how Emperor Palpatine died. First off, as I've said before, I think he was killed off way too quickly, and it didn't really make him look that smart since all he had to do was stop using Force Lightning towards Rey. And I know some may suggest that his face was pretty much blown apart from the reflected lightning, but let's not forget that Vader threw him down a chasm where you assume he exploded from all this energy shown here, and then soon after, the Death Star is blown to smithereens as well. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that many are curious to why there are even remains intact on Endor in the Rise of Skywalker, but hey, let's discuss that for another day. My point here with Palpatine is, we already saw him die before Episode 9, and if you ask me, it looked like his Return of the Jedi death was far more difficult to come back from than his death in Episode 9. So really, what is to stop Palpatine from coming back yet again? I believe this is a fair question, and I must say that The Rise of Skywalker was an enjoyable film for me, at least, and I had great experiences watching it in theaters, but I also can understand there's some major flaws with it, as well as the whole sequel trilogy. I guess my main gripe with it is that we see at the end of Rise of Skywalker, it's really no different than Return of the Jedi, if you think about it. Palpatine dies, the heroes are celebrating at the end. It just felt like it didn't close out the saga any different, or better for that matters, than Episode 6. And therefore, I don't rule out the possibility of getting more sequels down the road, because the same reason the sequel trilogy even exists is also the same reason why you can just repeat what you just did and start another trilogy with someone finding these lightsabers on Tatooine. Just like how Rey found the lightsaber at Maz's castle in The Force Awakens. But now it's time for you guys to share your opinions on this. Do you agree that Lucasfilm set up a contingency plan in case other Star Wars projects don't live up to expectations? What would you want to see would you want to see the Skywalker saga continue? Or are you like me and think it's done now? What's done is done, you gotta move on. Let me know in the comments what you all think. Be sure to hit that like button to support the channel. I appreciate all your help. My social media links are down below. Feel free to give those a follow. That will be it for today. Thank you all so much for the support, and may the Force be with you.